Good morning, friends. Pastor Nathan Decker with Better Together Devotions for today. I want to thank you all so much for the partnership that we have with the Trinity United Methodist Church and Pastor Allen there, who does the devotions with me. I think the diversity of the different ways that we do it is wonderful and adds to our spirituality. Today, I want to talk about the partnerships that the church can have. Partnerships like the church inside the community, the church reaching out to the community. In the scriptures, when I think about this, I think about the Apostle Paul and the way that he would enter into a community and connect with individuals inside of that community in such a way that the gospel could be shared and that new disciples could be made. One of my favorite examples of it is when he goes into the community of Philippi. Though this is the very first time that Paul is within the European context. He's been in Asia, over in what modern day would be Turkey and Antioch and what modern day is Syria. But now he's getting closer to Rome. He's getting closer to that environment. Philippi was a strong Roman colony founded by Roman soldiers during the conquest of this region. And one of the things that happens here is that Paul goes in and he does what he normally does. He goes and he says, well, let me go find some folks who are interested in having conversations about God. And so he asks around for a synagogue. He asks around for, where is a place that I can go and meet with other folks? And typically a synagogue in these days, according to scholars, was a group of men that would gather and that they would have this kind of small group discussion, what we might call Bible study or open debate kind of thing. And so some folks direct him to the river. And instead of meeting a group of men, Paul encounters a group of women. Lydia is there, a dealer in purple cloth. And so Paul doesn't even second guess this. He just begins like he normally would. He begins by talking about the gospel and sharing, and Lydia and her household and those gathered there ask him to come back. They end up getting baptized. So much is happening, and it doesn't end there, because this partnership with Lydia leads to a lot of things happening inside the community. There's a slave girl that has been foretelling and doing fortune telling, and she has been hollering out in the marketplace. Listen, these folks are following the Son of God. They know about salvation, and apparently it must get embarrassing or something for Paul, because he ends up exercising the Spirit that provides her with the ability to do this, and it makes the owners of the slave girl kind of upset. They don't like the idea that she has received salvation, that she has received freedom. You see, all these are instances inside the community. Paul just going about kind of a normal pattern of life, having conversations. He ends up getting thrown in jail. But that's not the end of the story, because even there within the confines of the jail, Paul finds a way of reaching someone. There's an earthquake, the prison doors are blown wide open, and the jailer looks out and goes, oh no, what must I do to be saved? And Paul's like, don't worry, we're still here. And I can answer that question. We as a people of faith need to find partnerships and places where we can connect in the community. For me, myself, I like to go and find groups that are already existing where I can join and participate in what they're doing, whether it's answering quiz show games or having a nice afternoon run, places where I can connect and network. Business communities do this really, really well. We as the church need to learn how to network, how to make new connections so that we can make authentic relationships that lead to salvation conversations, so that we can offer this opportunity of grace and faith being shared. Go out today. This is my prayer for you, that we together would find places where we can connect with our community, where we can connect as disciples of Jesus Christ, bringing the church outside the walls of any building and into the community. Lord, I pray today that you would make it so in your name. Amen.